Ttrla, man, we are back with another clip. You know what I mean? Amen. Say, man, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and share to my channel. Like, subscribe, and share to my channel. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. All right, you should be good, man. This right here is a sad, informative clip. You know what I'm saying? With me being a Capitol Heights ambassador, this is the second young death that has happened in my town. You know what I'm saying? And this is unfortunate. This young lady name is Minka Greene, and she died of flu-related symptoms. Minka Aisha Greene of Capitol Heights had never been seriously ill before. Her mom, Kamisha Greene White, told Daily Voice in a phone call Tuesday, March 11th. So when Minka stopped eating and playing outside in late January, Greene White knew something was seriously wrong. She was never one of those kids who had a cold or anything, Greene White said. So when I noticed she wasn't eating or asking to go outside, I was like, okay, this is serious. She took Minka to the emergency room where doctors diagnosed her with the flu, prescribed her ibuprofen, and told her to rest. But days later, Minka's symptoms worsened. According to her mother, Minka complained of a headache and eye pain so severe that she couldn't open them. Concerned, her mother took her back to the ER where doctors gave her an IV and reassured her it was still just a flu and sent her home again. Days later, Greene White said Minka's condition spiraled, and on the morning of Thursday, February 6th, she found her daughter's sheet pulled over her bed. Minka had vomited, so her mom put her in the bath and gave her more medicine, she said. Then while she was in the tub, Minka said she needed to throw up again but couldn't lift her body or feel her lower extremities. Her mother recalled her father rushed home, scooped Minka into his arms, and carried her into the ambulance. On the way to the hospital, Minka's symptoms took a terrifying turn. One of her eyes shut completely and the other rolled back, and her tongue flicked uncontrollably. Her mother said by the time she arrived at the hospital, Minka had stopped breathing, her mother recalled. Doctors performed CPR for 10 to 12 minutes before rushing her to the ICU, but the damage was irreversible. Greene White remembered her daughter had no brain activity. The girl's parents later were forced to make the painful decision to take her off life support. Greene White said they are still waiting for an autopsy to determine the exact cause and manner of death, though her death certificate lists it as flu and swelling of the brain. She never really got sick her whole 10 years, she continued. This was the first time she's gotten sick. Now Minka's mother is urging other parents not to accept dismissive diagnosis when their child is sick. And this dismissive diagnosis, right, it happens for black kids, man. It happens for black kids. I encourage all black people, take your kids to a black doctor. These white doctors do not care about black women pain, and they don't care about black kids pain.